Aquaba. Happy New Year, guys. Welcome to Diana's channel. 2025 has arrived for many persons in quite a few regions. I am still in the West, so I'm waiting on a friend of mine who will be going to watch night service. So I'll be visiting her church and I will ring in the new year there as I am still in the West. But nonetheless, I know it's Happy New Year in Ghana and, as I said, many other regions out there. And guys, let's do a quick little pause and I ask you, please subscribe if you have not subscribed yet to the Dynast channel. Guys, what I'm doing right now is let's look at the year 2024 and how has it been and how do I see Ghana and what is my message to all of you out there in the diaspora. Well, 2 years and 9 months living in Ghana. As you many of you know, I arrived in 2022. And so within 2 years and 9 months, residency was obtained for those of you who follow. And then, of course, the biggie, citizenship in November, right? And what I want to address for 2025, first of all, Dan is taking dominion. And I encourage each and every one of you to do so. So we're still looking, for me, it's still destination, Ghana, right? So I soon come back, I soon go back, right? And it's all systems go. But let me go through one or two steps. And I'm going to start with those who they are thinking of making Ghana their home. Now, YouTube content creators played a role, right? Played a role in my choice for Destination Ghana. But as I've always maintained, don't live vicariously through content creators and what they share about Ghana. By that I mean you need to come. I've always stressed that. Number one, you need to be present when you come for whatever it is you want to do. I say to thine own self, be true. Any subscriber that has ever reached out to me via email and we start to talk, one of the things Diane S. will always ask, what do you want? What is your life, where you're coming from in terms of what is important to you? It's not really about me. I'm just sharing my journey. But at the end of the day, you must know what you want. And what you want means your location. No, of course you do know the landscape, like myself. You know I did one entry. The 6 suitcase sell up and just boom, land in Ghana. But it takes some time. But there are things that should be important enough to you that you need to know where your residence, your location, what region it is you want to be in until you make a decision. That's the first thing. So, I have been there. So I'm walking, so I can share this aspect. Not every, or let me say this, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. What may be a wow to me may be a nah to you, and vice versa. I may make recommendations But that is not you. It's your life. It's about you. So you must dictate what it is you really want, yes, in this foreign space, even though you're taking guidance. And so in Ghana, where you have so many regions, right, you will know whether or not, in Jamaica, we'll say whether country or rural or you're a city person or not. Wherever you're coming from, out in the diaspora, the same thing applies. Okay? And so whomever you connect with, those things must be made clear. And if for some reason it's not clear enough and you turn up and you don't like what you say, you pack up your accoutrements and you step and you find the space in a region that is more comfortable for you. One of the things that I've found is a lot of persons in the diaspora, of course, they're interested in the Pan-African village, and they really want to be around other diasporans from African descent. But that is grand, yes? But you may find that you may not like the space, depending on where the region is. And so my advice is before you make any commitments, move around on a temporary basis, and then you get to feel things out and you see if that is a correct fit for you. Building. You want to build your house. I suggest you be present. Whether it's a house or you want to build something for investment, whatever it is, what kind of structure, I believe you need to be present because it takes more than a moment to develop certain relationships and rapport. And if you're not present and you're going back, then you have to look at that team that you have. How do you communicate? Are you on the same page? Because things in Ghana, slow, slow, slow. When that was said to me before I came, and they said to me, Dion, Ghana slower than Jamaica. I was like, what? What? Right? And so you may find response times or just the way, just the pace may be challenging for you. You don't speak the language, that takes some time. It takes time to build trust. But in the same token, Dan S. lives by this. I trust until proven otherwise. I will ask persons who reach out to me, why Ghana? And make sure you know what your why is when you're deciding to come to Ghana. If you're choosing to make Ghana your home. I'm in the West. And if I encounter 8 persons, all of them talking about the cost of living, how things have increased drastically, no different than Ghana. But I still maintain when you're coming from the West with the currency, you can sort yourself out. But most importantly, ensure you know what your source of income is until you settle down, until you find your way. 2 years and 9 months in Ghana, I am still finding my way. I am still learning as I go on. And so if you're going to start up a business, again, look at what it is you're going to get involved. And you have to have some reasonable expectations. So I strongly suggest that any source of income that you can receive or maintain coming out of the West or even Jamaica while you're here, that will help and cushion as you make your way around. But know what your why is. Ghana, in comparison to many other countries, I still say is peaceful. And for the solo traveler, especially the females and the male, you will be okay in moving around. The process to regularize yourself is not as arduous as you will think. And I advise it's best to go through the steps and go through the process if it is you want to do certain things in Ghana on your way to obtain citizenship, if citizenship is what you want. So you didn't make it to Ghana in 2024, or you made it to Ghana in 2024, and Ghana is not for you. It's a-okay. Because again, I believe that maybe 3 out of 10 persons from the diaspora who visits Ghana will make Ghana their home. But that's okay. Ghana is not the only country on the continent of Africa. But of course, I'll speak to Ghana because that is where I am. And there's nothing is wrong with that. Again, you're looking to come to Ghana to make it your home. Amenities. What one person can hack, it's like it will drive you crazy. I will say, if you're building or wherever you're seeking accommodation, electricity comes and go. Sometimes more frequent than not. Whatever is going on. Get a generator. Get a generator. You're not here yet. Sort that out and put that on the list and crunch the figures. You're building, they talk about the borehole. Sort that out. Crunch your figures, work it. Yeah, your budget is going to expand when you look at certain things that may be important to you. If you're going to be renting, doing like a little simulations, to see how it will be, there are abundance of properties around for rental. Again, what's your budget? And based on what your budget is, you have to have some real expectations. Because, if you got too cheap, then hey, it comes with the territory. But there's no shortage of accommodation. And as I was told before I came to Ghana in 2022, you just look at your budget, keeping it real to thine own self be true. Right? And if this is what you have, then you have to understand what it will come with. Pay attention to the rate of exchange and you look at the costs. And I say you have to increase as you go along. When I came into Ghana in 2022, the rate of exchange was 7 Ghana cedis, $1. I think we are now at like 15. That kind of tells you what's going on. But here I am in the West. I'm also told what certain rental spaces go for. And I'm like, what? And then I know how Jamaica runs and still runs. And so, guys, again, Ghana, ready. But look at your finances and try, once you're here, to have a source of income that will afford you some foreign exchange until you settle down. Until, if it's a business, that it's making the CDs that you can live on. Last but not least, going back and forth is fantastic until you can say, I'm going to stay in Ghana for 1 year, 2 years straight, or whatever. Many persons do the back and forth, whether it is 6 months or 6 months back or whatever it is. If you really want to be in Ghana, you have come, you like it, experience, then go back to the drawing board and sort things out and come. We need you, we welcome you. And you can always reach out to Diane S via email, jatoghana@gmail.com. And anybody that connects with me, there's facilitation fee that's going to be included based on what it is you may need assistance with. So those are persons who really still, want to the Ghana, but sometimes you're on the YouTube and you say, really? That a go on? No, sir. No, 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 no. To each his own, and to thine own self be true. You want to come to Ghana for vacation, or should I? Yes, yes, yes. You love to travel all over. Some of you guys know who you are. Ghana. And try to see if you can come for even 2 weeks. If you can do 3 weeks, then that will be wonderful. Because there are many regions and the landscape is massive. And so please, yes, come for vacation. And that is also a good time to see how you feel. You know, I've met persons and they said, been here, the spirit don't connect. That's fine. No problem. It's okay. It's okay. What is important is that you made the effort to come, guys. So it's still Ghana for Diners. But I will say to you, know how your finances are going. And multiple streams of income, and especially if you can get the foreign currency to come in, then it will ease some of the pressure until you figure things out. Whether you want to be in a rental, or do you want to bill, or you want to bill later, or you want to buy the finished product. Take your time. All right, you don't have, it's not a 1, 2, 3. The place is foreign, but you will get there. Also, you have so many associations here and there. You don't have to stick in any one thing, you can spread the wings and go around, and meet different kinds, or list, or basically get information from different voices. And then you figure out which voice is in tune to your own voice. Right? And that's basically it. It's all systems in Ghana. I still promote Ghana. I do enjoy Ghana. There are some things that I get frustrated about, and we're looking and hoping that the change and adjustment will come. But it is still on a whole. Not only is it a beautiful country, but I really think, especially coming from the Jamaican diaspora, I think it's an easy transition, because there are so many similarities around. So even though you may say, boy, it's hard to get used to it, you tend to can get comfortable quite faster than not. And that's it. So please, 2025, take dominion as I plan to do. Take it easy. If you invest in land and you're not quite sure what you want to do, you have 2 years before you have to put anything on there, a block or two. But Ghana awaits you. And we will love to have more of persons out in the diaspora to come, add some value, invest, see what go on. And if nothing else, have a vacation, enjoy, lime. So until then, again, happy New Year. I appreciate each and every one of you subscribers for rocking with Diane S. So please like, share, already told you to subscribe. May I say thank you. Let me do this quickly. And promoting. If you coming for vacation, or even if you're in Ghana and you want to go to Kumasi, Kumasi is somewhere you go. I recommend 2 places that you can stay for accommodation. Of course, a Saint-Ouen, premium hotel, and they now have the Grand, which is fully up and running, and Villa Sankofa, owned by Madam Marvel. Take care, guys. Soon come back to home number 2, Ghana. May I say thank you. God bless.